guys, it's Rob here and welcome to a look back. This is going to be a new series where I take a look at a specific character in movies, TV, or gaming that people loved, hated, or were in the middle ground, and have an open discussion on that character. The next one I'll be doing is Thanos from Infinity War, so make sure you're subscribed for that video. So when Man of Steel was released, it didn't go over too well. Sure, you had people who enjoyed Man of Steel like I did, but a lot of people didn't like this new version of Superman. A few common complaints I would hear are Superman never smiles in this movie, or Superman would never kill, the tone of the movie is too dark and too serious. This is where you really got that DC is too dark joke that started to appear, but it didn't take its prominent place until Batman vs Superman. Superman in Man of Steel isn't Superman yet. The movie starts off with Superman on a fishing rig with no idea who Jorel or Zod or any idea of becoming Earth's protector as Superman. Instead, it seems he's searching for an answer of what his purpose is and what he should be doing with these powers. Backed up by flashbacks of his childhood, which was another complaint that people had, but one I think made sense. Superman in this point of the movie is on a journey, so the bus, the ocean, and all these things are making him remember lessons that he was taught from his human parents. Clark was taken in by humans and taken care by humans ever since he was a child. He learned by humans from a very young age. This would mean that he has human emotions, things that get him sad, angry, happy, emotional. This makes sense in a world that Zack Snyder was trying to build, a more grounded and realistic world of the comic book versions that we all know, which extends to Batman vs Superman, which I think they took that a little too far, but that's another topic for another video. So it makes sense for these flashbacks to happen. What they did to Clark in these scenes was humanize him, give him emotions instead of just two, angry and happy. Superman in Man of Steel feels like a real person, and I think in that aspect they did a great job. Now another complaint that I saw was the death of Jonathan Kent. How the scene played out was that they were driving and Clark and Jonathan Kent got into an argument and they ended up running into a tornado while driving, and Jonathan stops to help people. He gets caught in the storm, and as Clark is about to help him and reveal who he is and his powers, he puts up his hand and stops him, ending in his death. And I can see why people were getting angry at this, and I can see what the movie was trying to do. But I think Smallville handled it much better. One thing about Superman is that he has all these powers, but he can't stop someone from dying from a simple heart attack. And it lets the readers and Superman himself know that for all the powers he has, he can't save everyone. Which is the complete opposite of this scene. It destroys it, and I honestly think they should have went with something else. It would have been a lot better if they would have had a natural cause of death like a heart attack like in Smallville. Moving on to another aspect of Man of Steel and Superman himself was the destruction of Metropolis and of course the death of Zod. Now I just finished watching Man of Steel, and most of the destruction of Metropolis was not done by Superman himself but done by Zod in the World Engine. A lot of the destruction in Man of Steel wasn't even when Superman was in Metropolis. He was on the other side of the Earth trying to stop the other World Engine. Now of course Superman doesn't get away scot-free either. He also rammed Zod into the side of the building one time, and also of course in the Smallville fight in Man of Steel he rammed Zod through those towers, causing a huge explosion, and also hit him into a gas station which ended up in an explosion. And in Superman's defense, he was angry. Again, he was feeling a human emotion, anger, that led him to putting Zod through all of those towers into the gas station. This is definitely a part that I can see a lot of people kind of disagreeing on me with a bit, but the thing is that he has human emotions. He's not this robot that a lot of people want him to be. They just want him to be happy. He's not always going to be happy. He's going to feel like a human. Of course, you probably feel anger, happiness, sadness, love, all that kind of stuff too, so Superman would feel it too, seeing as he was brought up by humans. And speaking of Zod's death, this was really the only way to take care of him. He survived the return of all the Kryptonians, and there's even a scene where he clearly states that he's gonna make the humans suffer.
I'm going to make them suffer, Cal. These humans you've adopted, I will take them all from you one by one.
You're a monster, Zod.
He was bred for battle. Eventually Superman or Zod would have gotten worn out, or Zod would have got the upper hand, or something would have happened that made Superman lose. So killing him made a lot of sense in this movie, and this isn't the first time that Superman kills. If you remember in Christopher Reeve's version of Superman, Superman kills. Superman screams in pain. He gets angry when Zod threatens his mother. He gets sad when he's forced to kill his only fellow Kryptonian that we know of. This character in this movie was good. He had doubts, he had fears, he had hopes, he had love. He was given character. And of course course, that was all ruined in Batman vs. Superman and Justice League, but in this movie specifically, Man of Steel, Superman was a great Superman in my opinion, and I think they did a good job in that aspect. Now, of course, this is all opinion based, and I could be talking out of my ass, so tell me what you guys thought of Superman in Man of Steel specifically. Tell me in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe for the next one, which is Thanos in Avengers Infinity War. That wraps up this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one.